In a small burrow in a dirt field lived a country mouse. In a big, luxurious house downtown lived a city mouse. The two mice were good friends. The country mouse loved to listen to the birds singing in the trees and the bees buzzing around the flowers. The city mouse loved the sound of cars driving by and the clippity-clop of feet walking the sidewalks. At night, Country Mouse loved to look up into the night sky at the bright stars overhead. At night, City Mouse liked to look out across the horizon at the bright lights of the city. One day, Country Mouse invited his friend to come visit him at his home in the country. After a long journey, City Mouse arrived. As he walked through the dirt field, he thought, "The country is very dirty." Then he walked past some cows and thought, "The country is very smelly." Finally, he arrived at Country Mouse's burrow. As he walked inside, he said, "How do you live in this small dark hole? In the city, my home is clean and big and fancy." Country Mouse shrugged and invited his friend to share a simple meal of dried corn and peas. "Is this all you have to eat in the country?" City Mouse complained. "In the city, we have cheese and cake and pies. It's a feast." After one day, City Mouse was tired of life in the country, and he wanted to return home to the city he loved. So he did. "Come visit me soon in the city," he told his friend as they parted. "You are sure to love it there." And City Mouse went on his way. A few days later, Country Mouse decided it might be fun to visit his friend and experience life in the city. When he arrived, City Mouse met him outside his large, spacious home and led him through a tiny hole in the wall. When the two entered the vast, spacious home, Country Mouse exclaimed, "This is your home?" "Yes, well, I share it with the people who also live here," said City Mouse proudly. City Mouse then showed his friend to the dining room, where the table was spread with sausage, cheese, crackers, bunches of grapes, frosted cake, and cookies. Country Mouse could not believe his eyes. The two of them began happily feasting. Suddenly, they heard a hiss and a growl. "Quick, run, follow me," City Mouse said frantically. The two mice skittered as fast as they could into a hole in the wall, just barely escaping the jaws of an angry cat. They waited for a little while until the cat was gone and made their way cautiously back to the dining room table. This time, as they began to eat, Country Mouse enjoyed the food slightly less, for he was very frightened by the cat and the thought of its return. No sooner had he taken a bite when in walked a cook. "Eek! Mice! We must kill them!" Once again, City Mouse and Country Mouse ran for their lives back into the hole in the wall where they were safe. "It seems to me," said Country Mouse, "that the people who live here do not want to share their home and their food with you. How can you live in a place where you are constantly chased?" City Mouse smiled. "Well, it's never boring, and it's a small price to pay for the luxurious lifestyle. Don't you think, my friend?" "It's not worth it to me," said Country Mouse. "I much prefer my tiny burrow and my simple meal, and to live in peace and serenity." Country Mouse was tired of city life, so he bid his friend farewell and made his way back home to his small burrow in the country. Then they both lived happily ever after, one in the country and one in the city.
Find out why over 1 million parents have used goodandbeautifulbooklist.com to find clean, appropriate books. Check out the free book list now and dive into the world of good and beautiful literature.